Okay, let's continue. We'll do from the ribbing down to the heel.
Push them all back. So 10, right? 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So 17. You have choices. You can make your seam be on one side, or you can make your seam be in the center, but that's a lot of math. So what I like to do is I like it to be I like it to be on the right hand side. Now you want to make sure those 2 rows of knitting that you did, that your purl bump is in the center, because you will be knitting the entire piece, and you don't want those purls to be visible. Split open that fold. Okay, so now we're just going to very carefully transfer the stitches onto the main bed. And I'm going to do these first 17, and then I'm going to hang the next 17 on the same needle so I can easily transfer them onto the ribber. So we'll come back when I go to do the second set of 17. Oh, sorry, 34. As you can see, I'm just working my way around, carefully grabbing those stitches. All right, so there's your first 34. Pardon, pardon me. Oh, my goodness. All right, so now I'm going to hang them again on the same stitches, and then I will transfer half of them onto the ribber. I just find this a little easier than trying to struggle to put them on the ribber immediately. So find that first one. And I hang it right in front of the other one. Now at this time, you could probably take your double prong and stab it through 2 at a time. And then it goes twice as fast. That's up to you and your experience level. Don't worry about so much where the position of the needles are. You can always change them. I'm trying my best to keep my head out of the shot, so if I fail, I'm sorry. My bad. You can see we're almost done here. Just switch fingers here. One, two. All right, I'm going to move my camera so that you can see what's going on here. Okay, now I push the right button. Okay, so I have these 3 stitches on the end here. I'm going to very carefully grab the end one, put it on the first stitch, the second one, second stitch, and the third one onto this third stitch. Now, by doing it this way, what I can do is I can move most of these back just a little bit. Okay. That one's fine. Just have to be careful where I pulled them out too far. Okay, this one's a little too far. Just going to fix it. These ones are too far. Okay. Okay, they're all pushed back. I can manipulate the waste yarn. And now we're going to do some changes. The first change, of course, is that we have to put our connecting yarn back on before we can raise the ribber. Okay, connecting arm is on. Bringing the ribber underneath. Let's check. Tension 5. Tension 5. Insert your yarn so you don't forget. Raise your ribber slowly. in your waste yarn. Pull down on your waste yarn. This is where claw weight is handy. Okay, your waste yarn is all connected. It's all pushed back. Now you're going to take your double eye and you're going to transfer that first stitch, that's it out in front, onto its coordinated stitch, and then bring it down. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious, but it's better than losing it. So this is what we're going to do. I'll come back when we are further along, and I'll center the camera. All right, so still working at it. Never said it was fast. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Yes, my husband is still sick. We're in week 3 of this. Okay, hardest ones now. Again, trying to keep my head out of the shot. That one. The next one to come up. Okay. There we go. Now I see that this one is still attached here. Okay. Pull down my waste yarn again. Keeps it all nice and neat. Make sure there's nothing else out of place. Now we get the joy of trying to get the cast-on comb into the ribbing. I don't know if there's a way to show it to you. You literally have to work in a space you can't see to try and work these things into each other. This is where the 7 weights come in handy too. I would just, if you can get your hands on a short, Put the short in there. You wiggle it around until you can feel it a little bit. Let's see if we can lower it. Yeah, you really can't see what I'm about to do. So I'm going to raise it back up. Lock in my carriages. And yeah, I'm going to weasel this into the beds. Alright, so I've done my best. It's the best I can do. It is the nature of the beast. We're going to reset our row counter to 000. And then we're going to set our carriages. So this is the most important part. We need to knit on the main bed first. So going to the left, we are knitting. Going to the left on the ribber, we are not knitting. We don't need to make any other changes until it's time to do the heel. So let's read. We are going to 32 rows of actual knitting, which will be 64 on the row counter. So let's do our 64 row counts for 32 rows of ribbing. Now I have trust issues. So what I do is I bring all the ones I want to knit out forward, leaving the rest back in B position. Knit across. Move the rubber ones up. Knit across. And I will do this for several rows, and then I'll see if I can't get a 7 weight in there. Pull it down, adjust, and adjust. Keep working on it. You want to make it faster, grab your scale. All right. I still don't trust it. Still going to do the same thing. Even though we have like 10 times more weight on here than we should. I'm just going to keep knitting. So this is row 60. That's right. I'm still doing it the same way. And there's 64. Now we're going to do something different.
In the next video, we will finish the heel and go to the toe.